Hey everybody, how's your Saturday going? Joey here. Wanted to check in with you to see how everything's going. It is a Saturday. Yes, like I said, it is a holiday weekend here in the Canadas. But you know what? Entrepreneurs, we work all the time because we love what we do, right? I mean, I'm not talking about the hard grind. Don't be sacrificing stuff just to get your business thing going. But when you love what you do, you get up on a Saturday, you get up on a Sunday. It doesn't really matter when it is. You still want to do the work because you love what you do. Now, here's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about something that came up yesterday in one of my coaching groups again, and it's really important because I find that so many people need to get things perfect before they actually launch their products or an ad campaign or anything like that. So when I'm talking about launch, right, what I mean is just a regular putting stuff out there. I'm not talking about a huge product launch funnel type of thing. You know, you may need to have a little bit more in place in terms of structure when you're putting out an actual product launch. But what I'm talking about here is the action of launching, okay? Now, I've been doing this forever, and I teach this to all of my clients and students. And yesterday, again, this came up about why you don't have to have everything in place. So here's the deal. One of my coaching colleagues was talking about putting together the entire funnel. You know, it took him, I forget what it was, but it was close to 8 weeks to do this. Putting the entire funnel together, the emails, the if, then that, and whatever scenarios that come up with. And then all of a sudden, there's a new strategy that comes out and it changes. And it's not like he has to, give up all of that stuff. But it was all that time and effort building this stuff out that now it's going to be a pivot. So, like I said, I've been teaching this forever because I learned this way back from a very high-end marketer who was my coach at the time. And again, I heard it from another mentor last week, and he put it in a better way for me to explain this to you. And really, it's a framework. And the framework is this. It's launch, listen, and then it's Saturday, right? Launch, listen, and then take action on whatever you learn, like pivot, okay? Adjust. So launch, listen, and then adjust. And this is what I've been telling my clients forever, but my buddy put it in a way better way to explain it to you. So launch, listen, and then adjust. Make your pivots based on what the market is telling you. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because, like I told you before, this marketer, this dude, high-end dude, like he was telling me before, this was many, many years ago, where because I'm a perfectionist, one who wants to put everything in place first to make sure it works, he said, you know what we did was we spent 2 weeks. We shut down our business. We basically created this entire funnel, spent 2 weeks writing the emails, putting it in the contingency plans. If they do this, then this happens. Like, it was all set up, right? And they were testing. This was a funnel that they were testing, a brand new lead magnet going into, buying a product at the end, like a normal funnel, but with a lot of automation stuff put in place, okay? And then what happened was they launched. So it took 2 weeks of their time, and they launched, and it didn't work. The front end didn't work. The lead magnet didn't work. Nobody wanted it. So what he learned from that, and what I learned from that conversation with him, was that they actually put the stuff out first, and then they build as things are starting to work. So when I talk about this to marketers or to students or even online like this, and people say like, oh my God, well, what happens to all the people once they come into the funnel and there's no place for them to go? Well, that's a really good question, but it's a decision that you want to make. It's a decision based on, do I want to spend all my time building out something and in hopes that it's going to work, right? Which you can do that, and to make sure that what happens is, they opt in for this and then they get into the funnel and everything works perfectly. Or you could build out the front end first, the first 2 steps or whatever, test it. They opt in, right? They're gonna come in and get your lead magnet or your report or your book, whatever it is that you are doing, and then they're gonna sit there. They're not gonna do anything. So yes, you're not making any money on the front end right away, and you've got a whole bunch of people. If it works, I mean, that's a really good problem to have. If you've got a lot of people opting in and there's no place for them to go, well, guess what? Now you know that your front end works. It's proven itself. Now spend a little bit of time on the next steps. And so that concept took a while for me to really understand. But when he told me that, I said, this is the new way I'm going to be doing marketing. New way that I'm going to be doing anything that I want to test, any new funnel, because we just have no idea what's going to work. And then this week, my new mentor and coach and the whole group, they put it in a way better format for me to explain it, which, like I said, was launch, listen, and then adjust. And that's what I've been doing, and which I suggest you to do. So when I'm talking about launch, is get your idea down on paper, put the funnel out, the first two pieces of the funnel out, launch it, see what happens. The market will tell you whether or not they like it or what needs to fix. And then as that happens, then because you're listening to the market, you launch it, and then you're listening. Are they opting in? Are they saying anything about it? Are they giving you comments? Whatever it is. But when I'm talking about listening, it's more about listening to the data. There goes my phone. I'm live, right? It's always when I'm live. So you're listening to the data, okay? And the data is what makes everything makes your decisions a lot easier. And I learned that as well because, we as marketers or human beings, we make a lot of decisions. We make all our decisions based on emotion. But we need to take that out of the equation. And I learned that when I started investing in real estate back in 2008. That was one of the biggest things I took away from the courses and the training and all that was, do not invest with emotion. As soon as you take the emotion out of it, everything is based on the numbers and the data. And if you know anything about me and math don't get along so well. But I'm not a data guy, but when it comes to this stuff, I love data. This is all I do is look at the data because it's so important to making my decisions going forward. So when I'm telling you about the second piece of the framework, which is listen, you are listening to the data that the market is telling you. You look at your Facebook ads and you look at the opt-ins, or you look at the video views, or the percentages of click-through rates, and all that other kind of stuff. You're looking for that kind of data to see what is actually working. And then you can build the rest of the funnel pieces out. Because I don't want you to end up like this other guy again, where you're building something forever and then it doesn't work. Or it's not that it doesn't work. I shouldn't say that. Let me take that back. It's that you've built out this entire funnel and then you want to pivot. So you've still got the asset there. It's not a waste of time, but perhaps you could have used some of that time if you were building it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, when a new idea comes through that you could pivot very quickly to put that other structure or funnel and all that stuff on hold for now, and then come back to it later, right? Instead of having this all ready to go and then going, geez, well, why did I waste all my time there when I could have been doing this other thing? So I really wanted to stress that to you. If you are in this frame of mind that you need to get everything perfect in order to launch or anything like that, you do not, okay? You can just put out the front end of the funnel. Don't worry about it. If it's a lead magnet, like a simple opt-in to get their free lead magnet and then they do nothing after that, it's just a thank you page, don't worry about it. If you have a lot of people that are coming in through that, and they're just sitting there doing nothing, you've got a good problem on your hands, and we can easily fix that too, okay? I hope this helps you out. It's a Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend if you're in the Canadas here. It is a holiday weekend, apparently, so I don't know what you're doing on your holiday weekend. But I'm doing this kind of stuff, helping some people out, answering their questions about their marketing, their customer message to get their marketing right, and a little bit of automation. This is what I do every single day. Love this stuff. If you have questions after you see this on the recording, pop them into the comments below, and I will answer them as fast as possible. Okay? Have yourself a great day. Bye.